We've already toured all over the world. We've done that 7 times, and we've played in Dallas to prepare for those tours. But if we wanted to be bigger and if we really wanted to put our action to our awareness, we had to leave Dallas. Now, to be honest, I really didn't even have the tour booked for this coming summer when I told everybody we were going to go to LA. I had no idea, but if I believed it was real, I had a feeling that I could make them all feel it was real. And that's what this LA trip began. I just flew everybody out there, told them we were going to do a show. We were going to stay in a big house together. We were going to eat together. We were going to pray together.
Thank you guys so much for coming. First off, I know we're all the way out in LA. We're no longer in Dallas. This is the first time we've ever done anything across the country, especially the West Coast. If you guys haven't met, this is Stephen Jackal. Stephen Jackal is the motivator. This is the guy that's going to be coming with us on tour. His story is amazing. He's been on the road with us a bunch of times now, so guys, get to know him. A lot of exciting news, but I did want to go over just a couple things about tomorrow. What's going to happen is tomorrow we're going to wake up at 8:30 in the morning, or leave by 8:30 in the morning. We're going to get there. Some of us are going to be outside, some of us are going to be inside the convention.
So now everyone was ready to work at NAMM, the music conference in Anaheim, where hopefully we could actually land some endorsements to help cover the costs, improve our on-stage performances. It was something that we were all excited to do because we've never done it together as a band.
Outside the convention, they have a lot of food booths and other exciting activities that are going on that people meet out there and have meetings, so we need a presence out there. Some of you are going to come inside with me, and inside we're going to meet our sponsors 660 Guitars and Westone with the in-ear monitors at 2 o'clock with the band Vetted, the guys that we raised in giving that grant to in March.
And we had a clear mission, and everyone was hyped.
If anybody wanted to know what our goal is, okay, we are looking to get sponsors to give us equipment that when we go to military bases this summer for our tour, we can leave behind and raffle off to raise money, to raise awareness for 22 Kill, the 22 veterans that are committing suicide per day, as well as a traumatic brain injury right now. There's a new product out there called Inlight Wellness. We're about to film a full movie from today, literally today. It has now been officially funded. Today starts our filming for, what are we calling it? Light Up to Live.
Whenever we go overseas too, one of the things that she suggested that I do was that we have like these dog tags. So we give them out to each member that we go on tour. And they symbolize the unity of the team on each individual mission. And I wanted to do something special because I don't think they even realized yet what we were about to do in LA.
It's a symbol of that devotion, you know, to those who serve. It lets me know where I've been.
JC AllStars live right now, Viper Room. We're about to kick this off right now. Our tour's coming July. We're starting in LA. But tonight, Viper Room.
I don't even know if I fully realized it, but I believed it was our time. And the only way to do it was to put everything on the table. The May 17th show, it was the true turning point. It felt like everyone was believing in the mission over the last 4 months, and the excitement, especially after we finished filming the music video for Light It Up, everybody was just, rip-roaring, pumped up. There was just something that was about that song, the video. Light It Up, it was truly leading the charge at our live shows and online with the music video, really getting the message out. Randall was right, that was the song.
Well, I remember when we started this mission, and I do consider this a mission, that one of the things that we talked about in the beginning was we need a song. We need to share this with the world, and we need a song.
It was his idea to do the song in the music video, and we crushed it, and it was connected. Now, there was something in the air that night at Gas Monkey on May 17th. We had a veteran job fair to kick off the day. The full team arrived early to help set up, and we even had a near 7-person film team to capture this event. But what people didn't really know was that we needed to raise that money at that show, or we really couldn't go on the tour. So I was holding down this pressure that no one realized how important this show really was. But it was exciting to see everybody come together. I knew we had faith. We were doing the right thing, and we were steadfast since January back in LA.
My name is Matthew JC, the founder of Operation Rock the Troops. I am humbled to be in front of you today on this stage for so many reasons, but you're about to find them out. We are going to have the color guard here and do our national anthem and start this night off the right way. JC AllStars Runway Rock Show, and then Jason Cassidy is here.
Now the live show, that was something I was ready for because we had the band primed and ready like we've never been before. The lineup was secure. We were about to leave on tour to go overseas for 15 days to Diego Garcia, and then come home and within 24 hours get on a tour bus and go across the country to 9 cities. I mean, the band was ready, we were prepped, we did so many rehearsals, it was exciting, so let's rock. But that night was special too. It was the first time Randall Reed, all of his family members, the Malones from Inlight Medical, our full team, the models, the band, and of course all of the veterans, I guess you could say, and the friends showed up just to get us ready for this tour. I mean, it was about to be real, and right before we started, when Randall spoke, we really did, right after that, raise the money that we needed.
Right Up to Live needs to mean something, and it's going to mean something because the tour's coming out. And in order to do the tour like we're going to do with Matthew JC and Operation Rock the Troops and all the guys at Project 22 and 22 Kill and all of that, we need money. Now, is we've got to kick this off with a little auction.
I guess what we did in January and me trying to convince everybody that this tour was going to happen from the beginning paid off because now we raised the money. Here we go. The team really came together at so many events leading up to the tour, even after May 17th, you know, to keep raising funds and, of course, the continued awareness.
The idea is that we are judged by every second. It's not just what we do on stage, it's what we also do off stage. When we show up to Singapore, the person there that's our contact writes a report on us. I want to take a letter from that. We're not a typical band. We know this, all right? We are a performance group. With that in mind, I would love for us to show up. Plus, we get some free swag.
We have a saying in our group that not one person is bigger than the overall mission. And as a team, with one purpose, we can finally actually have a chance to make a difference.
The reason I believe in Operation Rock the Troops and the mission is because I've seen the good it's done, like period. I've seen veterans shed tears because they're so happy to be a part of something.
One of the things that I really believe in Operation Rock the Troops is that what we do actually does bring joy to all the troops and everywhere that we go around the world.
I chose the music route, but this allowed me a way to show my appreciation for the guys that do this and serve and give their time to our country and to our freedom.
So any chance I am able to jump on board with something that benefits the people who are willing to sacrifice their lives and have sacrificed their lives for our country. I mean, it's a no-brainer at that point. I mean, you know, music is healing.
You know, you feel like you're doing something good and it's phenomenal, but the first few days are the hardest. Definitely leaving my little boy behind because he's a mama's boy.
They risk their lives. They all, you know, most of them have, well, they all have families, but like wives, kids, you know, in America, and they do it every day of their lives. And what we do is, you know, nothing.
It's only with action after awareness that you can see a true change. Action is what is needed. And our events leading up to the tour and the tour itself was our way of Operation Rock the Troops, of giving direct action to our awareness.
And so tonight we're going to be at Shakerton's. Anthony, our bass player, he owns the place with our good friend Brad Hawkins, who sings with the AllStars too. And so we're going to have a team meeting. We're going to try to put everybody together, get them on the same path, and just try to inspire them with like 1 week left, 2 weeks left, basically. See if they can get a sponsor, a company. I mean, $20,000 is not a lot, man, and I think we could do this.
You know, just my way to help is you know, I can donate a little bit of what I make, and you know, I get to watch it work.
Well, wholeheartedly, I support Oche. I'm going to be in the ring with him. I'm going to walk out with him.
figured that was the best way I can involve them and you know, launch them on their world tour. It'll be a good way to kick it off and get them some you know, notoriety. And we call Steven Jackal the motivator, and I'm Ocho, so we made this shirt, the Motivator Dominator shirt. Steven Jackal's the motivator, and then I'm the dominator.
We're gonna do all of this work to get to the cities. I need all of your help to get the people in those cities to us.
It's a chance for us to get together as a team, but more so as a family, because we feel like a family.
AllStars! It's gonna rock. It's gonna be really, really cool. I'm gonna try to just live in the moment for the whole thing and not miss anything and retain all of it. It'll be really good.
Yeah, we're 24 hours away before we leave the country.
What am I gonna be doing? Well, it's gonna be simple, as I always do. I'm gonna motivate. Getting up in front of the crowd, you know, raising up the energy, you know, hanging out around the guys, you know, moving around on the stage, you know, just amping things up a little. You know, I mean, we're here for one sole purpose, and that's to rock these guys. Like, you know, literally, I mean, I want to see people jumping and like yelling at the top of their lungs because they're having a blast.
Our trip to Diego Garcia was going to be anything but easy.
This is probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. My hands shake, my nerves are kind of rattled. I've never been rattled in 12 years in doing this.
With a team of 10 ready to go, as traveling is never really easy with over 60 pieces of luggage and all the flights, the equipment, and everything that we have to do going onto an active base.
Keep rolling, baby. What's really cool about this tour is that Gina made spreadsheets and calculated where everyone was sitting, so that way we could tell the attendance. Yeah. Gina's pretty awesome right now. I forgot the red ribbon. I got yelled at.
So we don't lose Mia. We have to tag her.
Well, we got here about 5 hours early, and we're still missing the flight.
But we've done this so many times before that it actually starts to become fun, and you just roll with it when things bother you.
This is the mass chaos that happens in the airport when you're on an international tour.
But first stop, Singapore, and then we would take a C-17 straight to our destination.
Singapore, right here, live. Here we go, you know.
On our first day in Singapore, we were able to get to see some of the more organic side of Singapore.
Okay. How much is it? Oh, it's over there. Oh.
We went and took a dip in the pool. Amazing. The skyscapes here are just, they're breathtaking. This is a beautiful country. I've always wanted to come here, finally here, and for a good purpose nonetheless.
Trying to talk Chinese. Well, here they call it Mandarin, and this guy right here, he speaks Mandarin, and he's gonna tell you how much mommy really misses you in Mandarin.
Okay, 你妈妈很想你，她现在在新加坡，亚洲城市。
Isn't that awesome? Okay, when mommy gets home, let's learn to speak Mandarin. I love you.
The Buddhist temple in Singapore was, it was amazing. It was something that I've been wanting to experience my entire life.
Which was my favorite part of it. It's something that I spent a lot of time trying to, you know, get in touch with.
That was just an amazing experience.
When we were on Singapore, we had to fly out of a military base, out of a C-17, so I didn't really know what that was. So we're like walking up and we see this big cargo plane. We're like, whoa, we're going on that thing, which is kind of unreal, you know?
We had been on one before at another Air Force base, but we were actually the cargo on this one. I loved it. It was a great experience, something I've never done before, probably something I'll never be able to do.
I remember when the Armed Force Entertainment called me too. They asked me, "Are you available to tour around this time?" And I was like, "Absolutely! Like, put us on the road." But they asked me, "Where do you want to go?" And I was like, "I don't want to answer that. All I want to tell you is that I want to go, and we want to go, I should say, where we're needed most." And that's when they offered us the chance to go to Diego Garcia. We didn't really even know where Diego Garcia was. I think someone mentioned that it was in the Transformers movie at one point, but who knew? We were ready to go across the world for our troops.
You know, it's like we knew we were going to an island in the middle of nowhere, but didn't really know what to expect. And then like when we get there, it's just like this tropical paradise. It's like completely amazing. And it's just like, you know, beaches and lagoons and white sands.
No, the setup's great. It's going to be nice. It's going to be a fun concert. It's going to be real good. Like you never know what you're going to get when you're coming to a place where they're providing the backline. This will be good. It'll be nice.
How we doing? It's James B. Here on the set, on the stage, getting ready to rock. It's our first night, man. Looking forward to it. We've had a couple of blessed days, a lot of great energy, and really looking forward to rocking out tonight.
You know, in show one, I remember we came out of the gates just like fireworks, bam, bam, just shooting off. The first couple songs, you could see like everybody was like a little jittery.
And the deal is that last night, the first 4 or 5 songs, a little shaky for everyone, me included. And I just decided, like, instead of doing what I typically do, which is, you know, bank that and then later on, you know, just destroy everyone that, you know, messed up, I decided that I wasn't going to do that and that I was going to just spin it as positively as I possibly could. And, you know, a lot of the time when you make a decision like that and you put it out in the universe, it sometimes can take a while to manifest itself, but it manifested itself in about 15 seconds. And the rest of the show, just like, it was just amazing the rest of the time. The crowd, the band, everybody, I think everybody felt that. And, you know, really being out here so far has been, it's been a real learning experience for me. A real, we've had like a couple epiphanies out here, and it's been pretty life-changing. It's been life-changing, not pretty life-changing. So it's a really special thing that's happened so far, and I know for everybody, but you know, just that's from me and from, you know, my my soul and what I'm doing here. So I'll never forget that.
I think it's the best thing in the world. I think there's nothing better for troops because you got your fellow people that you're working with, and there's just nothing better. It just makes me proud to be an American and serve.
You guys came and put a show on, dude. We're used to regular mediocre bands. You guys came and rocked the house, dude. Like, you put the show on for us. Definitely.
It was totally unexpected. I thought it was gonna be shit. Normally there's a lot of, can I say that? Alright. Normally there's a lot of shit things here. I don't like coming to these things a lot. But you guys totally took the roof off us.
Came out to jam with the AllStars. It was fun as hell though.
Yeah, so I heard there was a jam session going on tonight. Came in and got some supper, came over to the Island Room to do the jam session. Went up there, we did Creeping Death, we did Master of Puppets, and then I got on drums and played Cowboys from Hell and Enter Sandman. So I got to do 4 songs, a lot more than I thought I was going to do, but it was awesome. I just want to say thank you for letting me play with you guys, let me jam, letting me kind of do my thing. I know it's a little bit different, but it's so great that you guys know you guys do it. I really appreciate it.
Now, we were blessed after some of our shows to meet some of the XOs and the other troops, and they even gave us a chance to go down in a nuclear sub and actually take a look around and meet some of the active duty guys. They led us onto some of the most amazing tankers, because these tankers can employ up to 70,000 people out to that part of the world to help them if something catastrophic happens or if we have to go to war, these tankers that are just hanging out in their lagoon. I mean, it was just a sight that I don't think many people even realize how big our military is, that even without a war, how much needed they are. So it just made us over there performing for them even that much more impactful, realizing what's really going on in the world.
You know, look at the AllStars today. You know, on this tour we have our captains and our models, Mia and Zoe. You know, Zoe had to leave her son not once, not twice, but now 3 times to come on this tour. So what does that say about her? To make sure that her child is taken care of her so she can come over here and perform for our troops. I mean, that's invaluable. You have Mia. Mia works so hard. She's one of the smartest models on our team. I don't even want to call her a model. I mean, she's a businesswoman, an entrepreneur who she takes life and she just wants to live it, but she'll leave all of that business behind to come perform for our troops. You know, you look at our band right now, you know, we couldn't bring our singer Bishop with us, but Ryan Ray from the band Atticane, who when he's not on tour with Atticane, steps up and plays guitar with the AllStars. You know, I had a talk with him and I was like, hey man, what about putting the guitar down so we could bring David Abrams, our original guitar player that came on with us with those tours, let's bring him on as guitar player and you step up, be the lead singer with Christian Sly. And he was like, well, I've never done that before, but are you kidding? For the troops? Done. And I've got Christian Sly, who's been with me for over 10 plus years. He was doing whatever it took to come here to give the best show, and I can't thank him enough. You know, Anthony Morell, our bass player, he just started up his business. His dream was always to open up a bar. Not only does he have one up, he's already in the works for 2, but this bar's only been open for a couple months, and he's got a whole new staff and a business partner in Brad Hawkins that just started his dream to come do this. That's amazing. He's a brother. You know, I've got David Abrams, our guitar player. He's come on tour with us in 2011. Going on tour with David is one of the best experiences you can bring anybody. I call him my spiritual advisor on tour. He is always there for me from the heart. He is always there for me on stage. He is always there for me for whenever I need it. But Paul Brown's one of my best friends. He's been my best friend for a long time. We share a lot of stuff from going to WrestleManias to doing all of the stupidest 80s metals, hairband stuff. He is my long-haired brother in arms in this band, and he's like the heart and soul. He's the backbone. He's the drummer, and you got James B. James B's been on every tour with me almost, but he's been with me since the first Operation Rock the Troop show in 2004. And what can you say to someone who's been with me from the beginning? You know, we don't have ups and downs. We have brother. Gina Taylor, this wonderful woman who I met over 10 years ago, who she wanted to be a part of Rock the Troops because her son was active duty, and she remembers telling me, and I remember her telling me, that she doesn't know where her son was going in the Air Force. And you couldn't tell her all the missions. And I could always see it in her, like, I want to help out because I don't know where he is, and this makes me forget about it and feel like I'm doing something for him when he's gone. Sergeant Stephen Jackal, Purple Heart recipient, calls me up and says, I got your dog tag. I know who you are and what you do. How do I be a part? Sergeant Stephen Jackal, you could see in his heart that he wanted to perform. But he's a double-leg amputee who wants to perform, who's never sang before, has never been on stage, has no stage presence. None of that matters. But what does matter is, will he do the work to get there? And Jackal was ready. And on show 1, he stepped up on stage because he rehearsed with us in that rehearsal room. He took it from Ryan, who's very direct, going, no, do it again, no, do it again. And that's how you have to learn. And Ryan taught him the right way in our rehearsal room. And when he stepped up on stage for the first time, and I looked over at him and I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Stephen Jackal, this face, this intensity, you could hear him whisper, let the bodies hit the floor, let the body. And you could just see the troops in the front row just rush to the stage, just all about his energy.
You know, it was the first time for me to be on stage singing with the band. You know, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor by Drowning Pool. The crowd just, they were roaring, man. They were ready for the song. As soon as we said what we were going to be singing, they were down. They moved to the front of the stage. Man, again, the energy was just amazing. You know, and then near the end of the song, you know, of course, you know, Matthew was like, you know, everybody get up. We're going to let Jackal get out. We're going to crowd surf. So, you know, what did I do? Got up near the stage, turned around, and just laid flat on my back, and they just carried me out on the floor. And it was amazing.
Show number 2.
JC All-Star Adventure begins.
Or continues.
Now we do it on the island, biking around, getting places A to B, get some exercise, trying to stay healthy in this.
This is just how we roll. JC All-Stars, show number 2. Sound check time.
Sound check.
Go.
Club.
I especially love at the end of the shows when we get to meet all of the troops, sign autographs for them, get their autographs, and when they give us stories about how much it means to them that we're here for them. I learned that they only get 2 bands a year here, so you really don't know how much you're appreciated until you get to see the smiling faces or the incredible energy that you get from people, not only on the first show or the second show, but every show.
Some of the troops have come up and looked me dead in the eye and said, I think I can continue on for at least another year now simply because you guys came and played. And that hit me right between the freaking eyes, man. I was not ready for that. I was not prepared for that. And when whether it's a British soldier or even an American soldier, for them to say, I can continue now doing what I have to do simply because we played, how does that not inspire you? My experience here at Diego Garcia has been therapeutic, has been nothing less than awesome, and the response has been overwhelming. And as you can tell, we're in a slice of paradise in the middle of actual nowhere. So 8 hours of ocean surrounds us on each side before we can be anywhere. And let that sink in for a second. Little island, middle of nowhere, 8 hours everywhere. Think about that.
To take a bike ride around the island and kind of discovered the ocean side of the beach here and then lagoon side over there, and it's pretty amazing seeing it all and just how clean it is here, and this massive coral reef. It's just kind of breathtaking. Yeah, we tried to prank Matt. Got his backpack. David lasted 12 seconds. It's like, someone messing with me. Yeah! Yeah, we got you good, man. Got you good, man.
Yeah, but this is freaking awesome. And we drove through jungle to get here, not paved road, passing signs that say when red flag is raised, there's live artillery fire. And oh, the other sign said, don't touch anything because it may explode and kill you. And I want that sign for my jam room and also for my bedroom.
So we're walking on the plantation and we see this Masonic sign. So it's like, who really was running this place, huh? What was going on here?
So David and I are big fans of the TV show Lost. So obviously we're in the middle of the Indian Ocean on an island where you could potentially get lost. We like to just yell out words like Dharma if you see anything.
Dharma, total Dharma.
Total Dharma. Whenever you see anything that looks like, man, that could have been something.
Yeah.
Dharma.
Like a bush covering like a concrete building. Dharma.
Dharma. Dharma.
Dharma. Dharma. Dharma. Dharma. Dharma. Dharma.
Pretty crazy. None of this stuff is really sinking in yet. Like, it probably will like a week or two after we get home that like we were here, and, you know.
But the best part is the journey. I mean, look at the journey. Look where we are. We're not at our finish line, but this journey is so beautiful that I encourage anybody, if you want to give before you receive, start with a baby step, find something you believe in, and go after it with everything you have.